Bringing you the latest news from Bucks County, this is the Courier Times Update with Rachel Cannell.
This Courier Times update is brought to you by St. Mary Medical Center in Langhorne, PA. It's your health, expect more. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Alex Finney reporting from the Courier Times newsroom with what you need to know about what's going on in our community on this Friday, August 16th. Rachel Cannelli is off today. On Thursday, an admitted Philadelphia drug addict received a lengthy state prison sentence for putting a gun into the hands of a man who killed a Plymouth police officer and Bucks County native Brad Fox last year. Montgomery County Judge Joseph A. Smith sentenced Michael Henry to 20 to 66 years behind bars for serving as the straw purchaser of the Beretta 9mm pistol that was used in the slaying. Henry pleaded guilty in March to 23 charges involving his illegal sales and lying on gun purchase applications. He purchased 9 guns on behalf of Andrew Thomas, who is a convicted felon barred by law from purchasing firearms. Thomas paid $500 each for the guns, and on September 13th of 2012, he ambushed Fox and killed him with a single gunshot to the head right before taking his own life. The packed courtroom erupted into applause after hearing the ruling. This 150-plus people packed into the courtroom was made up of mainly Fox's family, friends, and fellow police officers. Our reporter Margaret Gibbons has more on this story at buckscountycouriertimes.com. PennDOT is confirming a multi-vehicle car accident on I-95 near the Woodhaven Road exit. It caused major traffic delays headed into Philadelphia, and reports indicate at least 6 people were injured after a car overturned while traveling northbound on the interstate. We'll be keeping you up to date on all of the details regarding this accident, so be sure to check our website for more information. We learned that Drew Bodden has 10 days to seek an appeal after being sentenced Thursday in Bucks County Court to 8 to 25 years behind bars for the death of 9-year-old Holly Hunn last November. However, the victim's family is asking Bodden's attorney not to pursue an appeal so that they can finally begin healing from this horrible tragedy.
This is a great family, and together they're going to work towards healing. Certainly we'll never bring young Holly back. Mr. Biden one day will walk out of jail. Suzanne will never walk out of her wheelchair.
Yeah, I even broke up a little bit because it's tough. I have a daughter, 10 years old, same age as Holly, and it's hard for anybody who has kids, or even those who don't have kids, who drive on the streets and the roads of Doylestown, knowing that someone like him in 8 years' time could be back out on the same highways doing the same thing he did for years and years and got away with. That's scary.
Bodden was racing his souped-up car on Route 611 at over 140 miles per hour when he collided with an SUV. Hunn was instantly killed, and her grandmother, who was driving that truck, was paralyzed and is now confined to a wheelchair. You can see my full video along with reporter Lori Mason Schrader's story online. And joining me now is Dan Duncan, who's going to fill us all in on what we can expect this year in high school football. Hey, Dan, so tell me, what's going to happen this season?
Well, with the season opener August 30th, there's a really short time window for these teams to get ready. And I think just going into it, you can look at Neshaminy and Pennsbury, 2 traditionally strong programs, to be very good again. A lot of optimism coming off last year, a lot of good kids coming back who are now seniors. The key to both of these programs, as with many of the best programs in Pennsylvania, is they're off seasons. And so when they hit practice this week, which started on Monday, they hit the ground running. They're really good. They're really prepared. They've been weightlifting and running for the better part of the last 5 months. And so there's no time to get these kids in shape when practice starts. They have to be in shape. And for the most part, they are.
Right. Now, I know you mentioned Neshaminy High School. It's a really good team when it comes to football. What other teams in Bucks do you think, in your opinion, are going to be strong this year?
Well, I think Council Rock North and South are going to be really interesting to view this year. South coming off a very disappointing season, which 2 years ago, they got to the district final. So they're looking for a bounce back year. They have that capability. With a fine coaching staff that's been in place a long time. Council Rock North has a very exciting quarterback. Brandon McElwain is a sophomore. A lot of people are looking at him as a kid who can really help that program. And then North Penn is always very, very good. and Souderton, Central Bucks South are teams that people are looking at. And what makes it even more interesting this year is that next year, these teams will all be in one big conference, playing with Neshaminy and Pennsbury. So I think people from this area are going to be looking at those teams a little bit more with curiosity this season, thinking about what that's going to lead to next year and their first year of a super conference, so to speak.
Well, we'll be following. Thanks for joining us, Dan.
Good to be here.
The quarterback competition in Philadelphia continues to roll along after both quarterbacks turned in strong showings in the Eagles' 14-9 win over the Carolina Panthers on Thursday night at Lincoln Financial Field. Michael Vick was especially sharp, moving the offense consistently down the field while running Chip Kelly's up-tempo style, which kept the Panthers on their heels all night. Following his strong performance, Vick talked about his confidence and his ability to run this offense and his chances at winning the starting job.
I feel like I got to continue to work hard. I think that's what's put me in a position to succeed and excel out in the football field. It's overlooking the situation overall and focusing on what I got to do to make myself a better quarterback. I feel in rhythm all the time. I feel in rhythm when I'm in practice. Just the flow of the way we prepare just have me in a position where I feel like I can do it all. And, it's a good thing, but I don't want to get too overconfident. I want to remain humble and continue to have the same work ethic that has put me in a position to feel like, this team can go places and I can do it with them. So I'm just trying to, stay in that flow and continue to prepare and keep doing the things that helping us succeed.
Vick finished Thursday's game 9 for 10, passing with 105 yards, while Nick Foles went 6 for 8 for 53 yards and a rushing touchdown. Reporter Tom Moore has more on last night's game and the continuing quarterback battle at BucksCountyCourierTimes.com. Local rapper John Turchi was best known for his high level of energy and passion for the music industry. Well, unfortunately, his life was cut short last month from an accidental drug overdose, and now some local rappers are putting on a show and fundraiser for John to help raise money for his family.
Never could I figure the long shot that came across, putting all my money on her, slowly I took a loss.
This is John Turchi. A hip-hop artist from Northeast Philly, John died last month after an accidental drug overdose. He was just 26. On Saturday, some local rappers are putting on a show in Bensalem to raise money for his family.
We lost a good one, and that's why I think a lot of us are all coming together, just to show that we care about our artists.
John leaves behind his son Jason, who turned 6 years old on Sunday. Thinking of kids like Jason, organizers are also having a school supply drive for students in Lower Bucks.
Saturday's show begins at 9 p.m. at Stadium Bar and Grill. Now, there is a small cover charge, and of course, all proceeds will go to John's family, and you can see reporter Stephen Ginwanmal's full video on our website. Now, here's what's going on in Bucks County this weekend. With football season right around the corner, a luau will be held on Saturday at 7 p.m. to benefit the Bristol War Dogs football team. And the 19th Annual African American Festival also gets into action this Sunday at Bristol Lions Park from noon to 8 p.m. And finally, the 65th Annual Grange Fair is still going strong, so make sure you hurry out because it ends August 18th. And of course, you can also find updates for all of these stories at BucksCountyCourierTimes.com or follow me on Twitter for your latest local news. I'm Alex Finney, everyone. Thanks for watching and make it a great Friday.